In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to build a YouTube thumbnail in Figma. So let's get started. If you've been looking at my channel's recent content, you'll see that I was able to level up my game or my thumbnail game just a little bit good enough in the since I started making videos this year. So this was the first one, and this was every single video since. This one, I didn't do any special thumbnail. I just used this nice background and didn't really think about it. I just posted it and wanted to see what happened. So that got 10 views. This one was a bit more useful. And so this one I made on, using Figma. And today, the one for this one today is literally right here. So I made this on a video, or I made this on a call with one of my students, showing him my process because he's wanting to get into YouTube in the same way. And we thought it would be a funny idea if I took that same one, like the same dummy one I did, put that on the thumbnail, and then made a video specifically on how to make thumbnails like this with Figma. So it's a relatively simple process that I just started doing. Yeah, it was like I've done similar banners before, and yeah, so let me just show you. So the first thing is we're going to want a frame here. So in Figma, I'm not going to show you how to download and all of that in Figma. So just if you do have Figma downloaded on your computer, this is how you'll want to do that roughly. So I'm going to drag down a frame, or I'm going to click this frame button and then create one. Now, the YouTube thumbnail recommended size is going to be 1280 width by 720 height. So 720, just like, or I think it's 720. Yeah, so 1280 by 720. So that's the first thing that you want to do. After that, you can give it a background color if you feel like you need a background, or you can add an image. So for example, let's see so we can either build this one or create a dummy one. I'm gonna do how I built the rest of these just so you can see this as an option. So we're gonna build this one, it's gonna have like this nice dark color here. You can make that pretty much any color you want. I like to use this dark gray one because I'm making coding videos, and that Firebase or whatever, Fireship or whatever that channel was called. He makes pretty good videos. I like his videos a lot. And I think he uses something else, but yeah, either way, these thumbnails are nice and poppy. And yeah, to me and everyone I've asked about it so far, they seem to be pretty attractive. So let's keep that going, or at least professional, I should say. So you get this nice background. I'm going to add some text here. So first, we're going to have a headline like, what makes, no. What's one? Okay, you know what? We can just copy this Uganda Knuckles one so I can show you exactly how this happened. And actually, it didn't start with the text, but as you can see, the text is pretty much simple to put in. You just click on this text button. You can make the text, hello, widen it a bit, pick the size, pick the size of the font. So you can make it small, you can make it bigger. You can make it, let's see, bold, semi-bold, all of these different shades, or all of these different font widths. So yeah, that's something. And yeah, then you can take a picture. So let's see, if I go to downloads here, we got some cats. We got that one of me playing Metroid Dread. We've got, let's see, beach work, this kitty, my actual kitty. And oh, Uganda Knuckles. There we go. Oh, that's another Uganda Knuckles one we can do. Let's see. Yeah, I got a lot of Uganda Knuckles here. You know what? Let's just pick avocado. Yeah, there we go. Avocado. I'm stuttering a bit there. So let's, oh, whoops, my bad. Let me grab that picture. So all we need to do is just take any picture we want to use, throw it in here. So this might be huge because I'm pretty sure I downloaded this from Unsplash. So it might take a second. Boom, there it is. All right, yeah. So as you can see, this thing is goddamn gigantic. So luckily with Figma frames, it hides any extra content that's inside of there. Now to select this, it is quite large. So I'm just gonna shrink this down quite a lot. So keep going, keep going. So now we can have this. The image stays at a pretty right size no matter where you put it. If we wanted to make like one similar to this one, so right now, like this is how I made my video where to learn code, where I added this picture. So as you can see, it's nice and fluid and easily able to be grabbed here. So this one is the same thing. Like no matter where you put it, the image doesn't like rescale or like it doesn't like squish or do whatever to the image to where it still looks nice in the photo itself. So that's a positive thing. Oops, wrong button. But yeah, if you want to make it more like this one, this is also an easy process. So it doesn't have to be the same width as this, as the frame itself. It could be a bit smaller. And if we wanted to add like some similar features to this, luckily in Figma, you have access to all the same things you can do on websites. So for example, one of the things you can do on a website with any sort of, let's call it block of HTML, or let's call it an image or any HTML element, any web page element. You can change the border radius to be, instead of a rectangle like it is right now, you can take this, make it like, make it round. So you can add a border radius, which is the CSS property for this. So yeah, so for this one specifically, which is not going to be as catchy as Uganda Knuckles because Uganda Knuckles is amazing and so is Mandalorian. So this one probably won't be the most popular, but I'm just showing you how to use it in order to make the same thing. So why, I just copied this. So I'm gonna say why avocados. I'm gonna take this text and this is pretty huge. So I'm going to make this font size smaller. So I'm just gonna say something like 100. Why avocados, boom. Why avocados are the, so I'm going to take this this text here. We're going to make this smaller because RD aren't really that important words. So are the, here's another big word, best things ever. So this is going to say ever. This one is going to have even bigger text. Let's see. So we're going to take that, change the font size to be huge. Boom. Okay, that might be, yeah, that's a bit too big. Let's just shrink that down. You can also type custom ones in this little text area here. So why avocados? And let's take this avocado text and make this green, like avocado green. So we're just literally gonna select over here. That's not quite green enough. Let's go to the side of this avocado. It's a bit dark, so I'm just gonna manually brighten that. Why avocados? And I think we could stand to keep this a bit bigger. So let's put that to 144. Why avocados? Can move this slightly. That might be too squished, so I'm going to type in 120. Why avocados? 124. Yeah, it's closer. Why avocados are the best things ever. So this one isn't extremely like, this isn't my best like text thing, but if you're wanting to do like some wobbly text like I did here, you can do it this way. You know what? Maybe let's do 220. 220 best things ever. We can make this picture slightly bigger. If you want to see me do the same thing I did for this thumbnail, this is in CSS called a box shadow. So in order to add that in Figma, I'm going to click on whatever my element is. So in this case, it's an image. I'm going to go to effects. Drop shadow is the first one. On this one, it's called drop shadow. In CSS, it's called box shadow. But Figma uses CSS to do all of these things. Just you can't build an actual website, only the design. At least like there's no easy way to do that. So let's do this. So we have this here. I'm going to, one other thing you can do really quick is if you put your mouse to the corner of this little guy, you can turn it a bit. So if you want it to be pretty close to the thumbnail for this video, which I'm going to use that other one, unless, and one day I might actually use this to be like a video because I do love Uganda Knuckles, and I have a friend who loves Star Wars enough to understand The Mandalorian, so maybe that'll be a real thing. Anyway, why avocados are the best thing ever. let's add this drop shadow here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change the color first just so we can see it. And I'll pick like a nice avocado color. So something light. And on this little sun button right next to drop shadow, I'm going to change the X value to be, yeah, you can already see it. So I'm going to change the X to be a little bit this way. And that's just the x-axis. So x-axis is of course flat. So if you add 50, it's going to be 50 to the right. If you make it go negative 50, so we can just click there, drag it the opposite way, and it goes however much to the left in that way as well. Now I'm going to do a little bit more y here. So y is already on 4, but let's do like about 22. X is a bit far. Let's make it there. I don't like this 25%. We're going to do 100%. Which, yeah, that's pretty bright. I'm going to turn off this blur because for some reason I like it better without the blur. Now, this picture also has, I accidentally added a border to it. So this one specifically won't. I did add a border to this one. I added like a light blue one because I saw how Figma's like highlight thing automatically adds this light blue around it. And I thought that looked pretty decent actually. So yeah, this thing that says stroke, you can just change this color if you do want to have some kind of a extra border around it. Let's see, I like to put that on 2. At least that's what I did for that for the other thumbnail. So why avocados are the best thing ever. Boom. Now you have a nice thumbnail. Yep, and that's all of the simple editing I did just for this one. So oh, by the way, emojis work pretty cool in Figma as well. And it doesn't matter if it's blurry like on the thumbnail because it's going to be super small everywhere you see it on the actual on your YouTube page. So yeah, let's see. So yeah, I mean it looks pretty good so far. Like why maybe have a bit more white space there. So why avocados are the best things ever. Nice, nice, and yeah. You know what? We'll make this go down a bit further. So boom. I guess maybe the same amount there. And if we spin this, it'll follow it still. So if you want it to be like a more normal thing, you can just set the tilt over here to 0. Or if you want to add a little bit of visual interest, little zaniness, that's going to be right here. Yeah, so that's the basic editing. If you like, you can make this a different color, of course, and make this I don't know, let's say like what's like an avocado color we got here. So there's pink, we could do light green, which doesn't really merge well with the background here, but yeah, don't use dark green in avocados because dark green on avocados normally means that it's not very good. So yep, that's cool. That is nice. All right, yeah. So that's pretty much the whole video. Let's see. Yeah, if you like that, do all the subscribing and stuff. And yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope this was valuable more than anything. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Yeah, bye for now. Boop. And okay, it's still going. Let me find out how to turn this off in Zoom. That's awkward. And bye for now.